Good day everyone, my name is Renjoy Francisco and today I will gonna report about ecological succession together with John Jello Bakuli. 9.1 Ecological succession defined. Ecological succession is the process by which the mix of species and habitat in an area changes over time. So, paunti-unti, itong communities na to ay na-replace ng another until a climax community is reached. So, mamaya, mas may unawaan natin ang climax community dahil i-discuss yun ni Janjelo Bakuli. So, ecological succession, it is a predictable change and it is an inevitable process. So, ibig sabihin, talagang sa isang ecosystem ay hindi na maiwasan yung pagkakaroon ng ecological succession. And, the biotic components had to keep up with the changes in our environment. The ultimate aim of this process is to reach equilibrium in the ecosystem. So, para magkaroon ng balanse sa isang ecosystem, kailangan mangyari yung ecological succession. Next is pattern of successional change. So, ano ba yung mga patterns? So, mauna-una, ang pattern ay ang primary succession. So, when we say primary succession, it starts in lifeless areas such as the regions out of soil or the areas where the soil is unable to sustain life. So, ibig sabihin, yung isang lugar is totally damaged. So, example dito kapag nagkaroon ng volcanic eruption sa isang place. So, ayan. So, ano ba yung nangyayari sa primary succession? Siyempre, una-una, yun nga, wala talagang buhay doon sa isang place. So, merong bare rocks. So, next is lichens, small annual plants and lichens, and two grasses and perennials. So, ito yung mga pioneer species. And next is, magkakaroon na ng mga shrub and iba pang mga uri ng mga puno. And next is yung mga puno na talaga na mas malalaki. So, nangyayari dito sa primary succession is, kumbaga matagal siyang proseso. Ibig sabihin na it takes 100 of years bago totally recovered yung isang environment. So, yun po yung process ng primary succession. Next, so yan po yung mga pictures na example ng mga pioneer species hanggang maabot yung isang climax community. Yan po yung sa primary succession. Next is secondary succession. So, it occurs when the primary ecosystem gets destroyed or undergone disturbance. So, dito naman sa secondary succession, ang nangyayari is, yan nga, example dyan yung forest fire, yung logging of trees, and floods. So, kapag nangyari yan, yan po yung tinatawag na secondary succession, no? Secondary succession, ang nangyayari naman dito is, kunyari nagkaroon ng sunog doon sa isang forest. So, yun, syempre, totally madadamage din. Pero, ang pinagkaiba lang ng secondary succession is, kumbaga, mas mabilis yung paglago ng mga pioneer species. Okay? So, unto 1 to 2 years, so nandyan na, tumutubo na yung mga lichens and mosses doon sa place na na-damage. And the second is 3 to 4 years ay naroon na yung mga grasses and perennials o yung mga bulaklak. And the next is, nagkakaroon na rin ng mga shrubs, pines, at iba pang uri ng mga puno hanggang sa magkaroon na ng mature na mga puno doon sa isang damage na forest. So, ganun po yung nangyayari sa secondary succession. So, mas mabilis siya kumpara doon sa primary succession. So, yan po yung mga examples doon sa secondary succession. So, next is 9.3, Mechanism of Successional Change. Pioneer species. So, yung pioneer species ay ang mga unang mga organism na kung saan sila yung co-colonize doon sa isang disturbed area or yung na-damage na area. They are typically hardy, fast-growing species capable of surviving harsh conditions. So, yun nga po, yung mga lichens and mosses na kung saan able silang mabuhay kahit sa mga bato lamang. So doon nag-start. And then next is ang soil development. So nade-develop din yung soil sa pamagitan nga ng pag-grow ng mga pioneer species. Ayan, na kung saan nagko-contribute yun to organic matter into the soil, which helps build soil fertility and structure. This process, known as soil development or pedogenesis, gradually transforms the environment, making it more hospitable to other plant species. So, okay. Kasama rin ang facilitation, inhibition, and tolerance. So, ano ba ito? Facilitation occurs when one species makes the environment more suitable for the growth of another species. So, kumbaga, merong nangyayari na sharing. No? Sa inhibition naman is occurs when one species prevents the establishment of others. So, dito naman, yung species ay mayroong pagka-selfish. Sa tolerance naman, dito yung ability na yung mga species is may kakayanan sila na makipag-compete doon sa other species. Ayan, so yun po yung pagkakaiba ng facilitation, inhibition, and tolerance. Next is yung disturbance. Ano ba yung disturbance? So, successional change is often driven by disturbance. So, yun nga, di ba po nga, sa ecological succession talaga is nangyayari yung mga disturbance. Okay? So, ito po kasi yung nag-create ng opportunities sa new species to colonize an area. So, kumbaga doon sa disturbed area na yon, maaaring magkaroon doon or mag-establish doon ng new species. Like, magkaroon doon or tumubo doon ng iba pang uri ng mga plants at pwede rin makapanirahan yung iba pang mga animals doon sa na-disturb na area. Okay, so this disturbance can be natural such as fire. So yun nga po example doon sa secondary succession, or storm or human activity such as logging or agriculture. The frequency and severity of disturbances can influence the rate and direction of succession. So, kumbaga, when you say frequency and severity, kung gaano kadalas nangyayari at gaano kaluba yung disturbances, so yun po yung makaka-influensya sa rate kung paano yung succession, kung gaano ba siya katagal bago ma-develop yung isang area.
Climax community. Climax community refers to the unstable, diverse, and self-sustaining ecosystem that eventually develops after a series of ecological change. Below of disturbance, it represents the final stage of succession in a particular area. Species diversity. Ecosystems of a wide variety of plant and animal species. Ang ecological communities, main stable population of plants or animals balancing with their environment. A climax community, the final stage of succession, remain relatively unchanged until destroyed by fire of human intervention. Species interaction are well established and balanced, with each species occupy a specific ecological niche. Species diversity refers to the human number of diversity species in a community, while the effect number of species is the number of equally abundant species. Stable environment are relatively constant, with variation in factors such as temperature, moisture, and nutrient availability. Biological productivity means high levels of energy flow and nutrient cycles efficiently support the ecosystem. An unstable environment is one which little or no unexpected of sudden change. However, it is difficult to find a stable environment because of change in technology, society, and another spheres. Resistant to change exhibit resilience against disturbance, meaning it can withstand certain levels of disruption without losing its fundamental structure and function. In ecology, the capacity of an ecosystem like a lake, coral reefs, or forest to resist change despite the introduction of stressor is called environmental resistance. Thank you for listening.